Welcome to the training on advanced aspects of financial management of non-profit organizations. This is a much awaited topic and I hope you will make the best use of it. My name is Angelino Kulendran and I have worked in the non-profit sector for quite a long time. In fact, I have spent more than half my tenure working for non-profit organizations in both developing countries and developed countries. As a result, I have a good overview of the programming challenges that exist at both ends of the spectrum. I have knowledge that there is a gap between program planning and financial planning. Also, I have identified that there is capacity challenges within the finance team to deliver their services effectively to the frontline teams. Therefore, I have developed this training module so that you may be empowered to lead the organization for better social outcomes. Non-profit organizations play an important role in our society today. They represent a significant portion of the national output, the GDP. However, they are not without challenges. The challenges they encounter can be best described through the emerging trends. Social injustice, income disparity, refugee crisis, and natural disasters are all on the increase. Social injustice exists when people with different race, culture, ethnicity, disability, and religion are being alienated by more powerful groups. Income disparity exists when the bottom 40% of the population have access to 5% of the wealth. This is a real problem in many countries. Refugee crisis exists when people from war-torn areas move to more safer areas, or people from developing countries move to developed countries, mostly by illegal means. Around 12,000 people make their way to developed countries every year. Natural disasters such as flood, bushfire, severe storms are also on the increase. Therefore, the demand for the services provided by the non-profit organizations are on the increase. However, funding is becoming a challenge and a concern for many organizations. The amount people give to charities is growing, but it has slowed down by the rate. The reasons are attributable to changing government policy. For example, when government policy on tax and expenditure changes, that affects people's disposable income and their ability to give. Further, when government policy focuses on one sector, then the organizations that are delivering services in other sectors or other services types will get no or reduced funding that reduces the amount of money available to the non-profit organizations. Rising cost of living has been a problem for many people in the recent past because people are having less or nothing to left after they spend on essentials. Elevated unemployment exists when businesses go bust and people are out of work and they are unable to contribute to non-profit organizations' missions. Uncertain economic outlook exists when consumers feel that the future is bleak and are not willing to spend. They are not willing to donate, or they do not have money to donate because the businesses are not doing well because consumers are not spending enough. So what this means is the demand for services are on the increase and funding is on the decline. As a result, non-profits have to do more with less. This is where financial management can help. Finance teams must step up their game, become proactive, and build resilient models for these organizations in tough times. In this session, we will be looking at the meaning and application of financial management in detail, such as keeping accounting records, financial planning, financial monitoring, and internal control. Then we will dive deep into the aspects of financial sustainability, how to make the organization more sustainable, because we want the organization to continue to be in operation for a long time. So we look at the indicators or the facets of financial sustainability, such as relationship management, funding mix management, reserves, risk management, performance management, and effective governance, the board of directors. So before we go into that, we will first begin by looking at an overview of the non-profit organization, what they are, what they do, what's their compliance aspects, and how they are similar to profit-making businesses.